The swings and arrows, or the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
The third frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
For Ronnie O'Sullivan, fluking the blue and adding a terrific pink to take a 2-0 lead over Sam Craigie. You know, in the first frame of his quarter-final against Mark Selby in the Players' Championship last week, a similar thing happened, and O'Sullivan was on the receiving end. Selby fluked to red off the ball cushion to middle somehow at an acute angle. Oh, fine pot there. Yeah, Selby fluked to red. Laid a snooker. And from the resultant chance, he made a 60-plus break. And we all know what happened then. He went. Must say I like O'Sullivan's attitude so far. Treating this with respect, with the due diligence it merits. Not the best from Craigie, who's trying to avoid being in the same hole as he was in Group 6 when he played his first 2 matches and won 1 frame total in them. Oh, that is just so smooth. The timing.
Struck it to perfection. Just that sound it makes when the cue ball leaves the tip of the cue. Struck it beautifully. Controlled the cue ball. And now he's banging amongst them. Into the pack here. Try and hold the cue ball in the middle of the table. Now is he on one?
16.
Well, if the expression's anything to go by, he isn't.
Yeah, it looks very tight, that, doesn't it? Red he's looking at now may just skim past the black. But again, it's very thin. One of them where you've just got to trust your line. Just about missed it. It was a tough pot, that.
16.
It was very close to being nicely on the other red.
Yes, he was unlucky, there's no doubt, but you can't complain too vehemently after the fluke he had at the end of the second frame.
You feel he has to make this count now. As you've already mentioned, Phil, he was very unlucky in that previous frame at the end. This is the chance he would have been hoping for.
I can tell you it's 2-0 on both sides of the arena. Jack Jones has made a fine start against Pang Junzhu on table 2. Winning the second frame, he potted an absolutely terrific pink. Powered it into the yellow pocket and brought the cue ball all the way back up the table and added the black.
15. 22. Three.
Now this is horrible cueing because he's not just bridging over one ball, it's two. Again, being able to go to the left hand helps. In this kind of situation, you need stability.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is so tough with your opposite hand. We can all pop balls with our left hand, but that is very, very tough. Cueing over like that, he's surely got to get the spider out here. I know I wouldn't be confident trying to cue that left-handed.
Is the conventional spider enough? Seems that way. Maybe he'll need the branding iron. Going back to southpaw.
Yeah, it was never the right shot, that, for me. It was so, so tough with your left hand. Very unstable.
O'Sullivan discovering what all of the players here this week have discovered. When you play with deep screw on these tables, boy, do they react.
O'Sullivan won.
Who would have thought he would have made one from that?
Yeah, you could hear him just mutter something as soon as that cue ball made contact with the red. It just flew back, didn't it? Made the difference as well. I bet Sam can't believe Ronnie's just made one from there. Has to make this chance count now. There's no doubt about that.
Fifteen.
O'Sullivan has had 2 chances in this frame. Didn't make much from either.
22.
And against someone like Craigie, that means you're going to run into the buffers. So this is frame ball. Such a fine cueman, Sam Craigie. I think in terms of pure ability, one of the best players yet to win a tournament. Of course, more goes into it than ability, but he's got so much potential.
53.
Yeah, ever since he was a junior player, everyone's known it. Went missing for a few years, but boy, is he
56.
back. He's a great player, is Sam. As you say, he's got so much natural talent in there. You can just see, just glides around the table, just gets down,
60.
hits the ball very nicely. So fluent, sees the shots quickly. All the ingredients are there.
65. Sam Craigie.
Well, against Ronnie O'Sullivan, Sam Craigie has made the highest break of the match so far. A break of 78 after O'Sullivan missed that thin black off its